Implementation of Smart Infrastructure in Belt and Road Projects by 2024, a comprehensive report. Introduction. The Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), launched by China in 2013, has emerged as one of the most expansive infrastructure and investment programs globally, engaging over 150 countries. By the end of 2023, the cumulative investment under the BRI reached approximately $1.053 trillion, comprising $634 billion in construction contracts and $419 billion in non-financial investments. The BRI aims to enhance global connectivity and economic cooperation, and notable developments are anticipated in the implementation of smart infrastructure across 12 countries, with a projected investment of $3.8 billion by 2024. Key developments and investment trends 2013 to 2024. 1. Investment growth. The year 2023 witnessed a significant surge in BRI investments, with 212 deals worth $92.4 billion, reflecting an 18% increase from 2022. The technology sector in particular experienced remarkable growth of 1,046%. While metals and mining investments rose by 158%. The average deal size for investments jumped from $354 million in 2020 to $772 million in 2023. 2. Sector focus. There has been a notable shift towards renewable energy and green technology, with over $7.9 billion allocated to green energy projects in 2023. This aligns with global trends towards sustainability and the transition to green energy sources, steering away from coal and fossil fuels. 3. Regional insights. In 2023, Africa emerged as the largest recipient of BRI investments, surpassing the Middle East with $21.7 billion. East Asia also experienced a 94% increase in investments, highlighting regional disparities in engagement. For instance, Indonesia received substantial investments aimed at establishing manufacturing hubs and renewable projects. For geopolitical considerations, the BRI faces geopolitical challenges, notably concerns over debt diplomacy, where some partner countries struggle with financial burdens associated with BRI projects. This has prompted calls for increased transparency and sustainability in financing and project execution. Common themes across sources. Emphasis on green investments. A consensus exists on the increasing focus on renewable energy investments within the BRI framework, reflecting a shift towards sustainable development. Technological integration. The growing role of technology in smart infrastructure is acknowledged as a critical component of BRI projects. Regional disparities. The variations in investment levels across different regions highlight a strategic adaptation to local conditions and needs. Differences between sources. Investment data and focus areas. One source provides detailed statistics on BRI investments and sectoral growth, while another emphasizes investment opportunities for high-net-worth individuals in emerging markets. Geopolitical analysis. One source delves deeper into geopolitical implications, discussing debt diplomacy and regulatory challenges more extensively. Timeline of key events. 2013, launch of the Belt and Road Initiative. 2020, initial impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic led to a decline in BRI engagements. 2021 to 2022, a recovery phase marked by gradual increases in investment and construction activity. 2023, major investments in technology and metals/mining. Africa becomes the largest recipient of BRI engagement. 2024, projected implementation of smart infrastructure across 12 countries with a total investment of $3.8 billion. Strategic implementation of smart infrastructure. The implementation of smart infrastructure within BRI projects is divided into 5 key phases. 1. Phase 1, Assessment and Planning 2023. This phase involves conducting feasibility studies and assessments of existing infrastructure in the selected 12 countries. Stakeholder engagement and local consultations will ensure that the projects align with national development goals. 2. Phase 2, Technological Integration 2023 to 2024. This phase focuses on integrating advanced technologies such as IoT, Internet of Things, AI, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics into infrastructure projects. The goal is to enhance operational efficiency, improve resource management, and facilitate smart city developments. 3. Phase 3, Infrastructure Development 2024. Construction of smart infrastructure will commence, including smart transport systems, energy-efficient buildings, and integrated logistics networks. These projects will utilize sustainable materials and construction methods to minimize environmental impact. 4. Phase 4, Monitoring and Evaluation 2024. Continuous monitoring of the implemented projects will be crucial for assessing their performance and impact. This phase will involve collecting data to evaluate the effectiveness of smart infrastructure in enhancing connectivity and economic growth. 5. Phase 5, Scaling and Expansion 2025 and beyond. Successful smart infrastructure projects will serve as models for further expansion within other BRI countries. Lessons learned will inform future investments and technological adaptations in diverse local contexts. Financial commitment and support. The total investment of $3.8 billion allocated for the implementation of smart infrastructure will be supported by various funding sources, including Chinese state-owned enterprises (SOEs), significant investments from major Chinese companies involved in construction and technology, multilateral development banks, financial support from institutions such as the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank (AIIB) and the World Bank, private sector investments, increased participation from private investors particularly in technology and renewable sectors. Conclusion. The Belt and Road Initiative continues to evolve, positioning itself as a pivotal framework for international investment and infrastructure development. The planned implementation of smart infrastructure across 12 countries represents a significant step towards enhancing global connectivity and promoting sustainable development. Strategic planning, local partnerships, and a focus on sustainability will be crucial for leveraging the opportunities presented by the BRI in the coming years. The success of these projects will not only benefit participating countries but also contribute to global economic recovery and resilience. The implementation of smart infrastructure in Belt and Road Initiative BRI projects by 2024 is set to unfold in a structured manner involving significant investments across various sectors. The planned investment of $3.8 billion across 12 countries highlights the strategic focus on modernizing infrastructure while aligning with global sustainability trends. Counterintuitive information identified. 1. Investments surge amid global economic decline. Despite a general decline in foreign direct investment (FDI) into emerging economies, BRI investments saw a remarkable increase, particularly in technology and metals/mining sectors. This trend contradicts the broader economic narrative, suggesting caution among investors due to geopolitical tensions and economic instability. 2. Shift from traditional energy investments to green technologies. While one might expect continued investment in traditional energy sectors, the data indicates a stark pivot toward renewable energy and green technologies. This shift is not only a response to environmental concerns but also reflects a strategic repositioning of investments, potentially countering the narrative that developing nations are primarily reliant on fossil fuels. 3. Disproportionate investment distribution. The fact that Africa has outpaced the Middle East in BRI investments raises questions about the paradigm of investment patterns in the BRI. Traditionally viewed as a region of lesser investment potential, Africa's rise to prominence underscores a significant shift in investment strategies, challenging assumptions about where the greatest opportunities lie. For debt diplomacy, the concerns surrounding debt diplomacy suggest that countries involved in the BRI are becoming excessively burdened by debt, which contradicts the narrative that BRI investments are primarily beneficial for host countries. The reality is more nuanced. While some countries face debt challenges, others may leverage BRI investments to catalyze economic growth and infrastructure development, indicating a complex relationship rather than a straightforward narrative of exploitation. 5. Private sector dominance in investments. Contrary to the expectation that state-owned enterprises (SOEs) would dominate BRI investments, the data reveals a significant presence of private sector players, particularly in the technology and mining sectors. This shift towards private investment challenges the traditional view of the BRI as a vehicle for state-led initiatives and highlights the evolving landscape of investment in emerging markets. 6. Technological investment growth. The staggering 1,046% increase in technology sector investments from 2022 to 2023 might indicate a broader trend of digital transformation across BRI countries. This counters the assumption that infrastructure investments are primarily physical, suggesting a dual focus where technology plays a critical role in enhancing operational efficiencies and project management. 7. The role of geopolitical risks. While geopolitical tensions are often seen as a deterrent to investment, the BRI's continued growth amidst these challenges suggests that investors are finding ways to navigate these complexities. This counters the narrative that political instability leads to withdrawal. Instead, it may indicate a recalibration of risk assessment among investors. 8. Long-term strategic planning and project execution. The emphasis on long-term projects and the expectation of patience for returns contradicts the common assumption that investors seek immediate results. This perspective highlights a shift in investment philosophy where stakeholders are willing to endure initial delays for potentially high long-term gains. In conclusion, the BRI's implementation of smart infrastructure by 2024 encapsulates a multifaceted investment landscape characterized by counterintuitive trends that challenge conventional wisdom surrounding foreign investments, energy transitions, and geopolitical dynamics. As the initiative evolves, it not only reshapes the infrastructure of participating countries but also the global investment paradigm. The report on the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI) and its planned implementation of smart infrastructure reveals several critical aspects that may be overlooked by many readers. Here are the significant points and their importance. 1. Investment surge in technology sector. The report indicates that there was a staggering 1,046% growth in the technology sector's investments under the BRI in 2023. This is noteworthy because it signals a fundamental shift in the focus of the BRI from traditional infrastructure projects to high-tech initiatives such as smart infrastructure and IoT-enabled logistics. This growth in technology investments suggests that future BRI projects will increasingly integrate innovative solutions, enhancing efficiency and sustainability. Significance: this shift reflects global trends towards digital transformation and could lead to more resilient and adaptable infrastructure in participating countries. For investors, it highlights the importance of aligning with technology companies that are part of the BRI ecosystem, as they are likely to benefit from increased demand for tech solutions in infrastructure projects. 2. Geopolitical challenges and debt diplomacy. The report addresses the geopolitical implications of the BRI, particularly the criticisms regarding debt diplomacy. Many countries involved in the BRI may struggle to manage the financial burdens associated with these projects, which can lead to concerns over sovereignty and economic stability. Significance: understanding these geopolitical dynamics is crucial for stakeholders. Countries experiencing debt distress may need to renegotiate terms or seek alternative funding sources, impacting project timelines and sustainability. Investors should consider these risks when evaluating opportunities within BRI countries, as political stability can greatly influence project success. 3. Regional disparities in investment. Africa has emerged as the largest recipient of BRI investments, surpassing the Middle East in 2023. This shift is significant as it highlights the changing landscape of BRI engagement and the strategic importance that China places on Africa for future economic partnerships. Significance: investors should focus on African markets that are part of the BRI, as these regions may present unique growth opportunities due to increased infrastructure development and economic partnerships. The emphasis on local engagement in Africa can also lead to higher returns on investment as these economies develop. 4. Sustainability and green investment trends. The report notes a substantial increase in investments in renewable energy and green technology, totaling over $7.9 billion in 2023. This trend aligns with global sustainability goals and reflects a strategic pivot towards greener energy sources. Significance: for investors, this shift towards sustainability is critical. Companies and projects that prioritize green initiatives may not only attract funding but also align with international efforts to combat climate change, making them more viable in the long term. Understanding and investing in green technologies can yield significant dividends as global energy policies evolve. 5. The role of private enterprises. A notable point is that private sector enterprises are increasingly leading BRI investments, particularly in sectors like technology and mining. This is a departure from the previous trend where state-owned enterprises predominated. Significance: the involvement of private enterprises indicates a diversification of investment sources and could lead to more innovative solutions and competitive pricing in BRI projects. For investors, this trend suggests that partnerships with private firms could provide access to new markets and technologies, enhancing overall investment portfolios. 6. Focus on resource-backed deals. The report highlights that future engagements under the BRI are expected to include resource-backed deals, particularly in sectors like mining and energy. This strategic focus indicates China's intent to secure vital resources needed for its own economic growth. Significance: investors should recognize the importance of resource-backed investments, as they can ensure a steady supply of critical materials, especially in the context of the global transition to renewable energies. Companies involved in these sectors may become increasingly valuable as demand for essential minerals, e.g., lithium cobalt, rises. 7. Implementation of smart infrastructure. The planned investment of $3.8 billion in smart infrastructure across 12 countries by 2024 marks a significant evolution in the BRI's approach to infrastructure development. This encompasses technology integration into traditional infrastructure projects, focusing on efficiency and sustainability. Significance: the emergence of smart infrastructure represents a paradigm shift in how infrastructure projects are developed and managed. For stakeholders, this creates opportunities to invest in cutting-edge technology and innovative project management solutions, which can lead to enhanced project outcomes and lower lifecycle costs. 8. Long-term strategic planning. The report outlines a 5-step framework to accelerate green BRI investments, emphasizing the need for financial sustainability, international cooperation, and adherence to environmental standards. This long-term strategic planning is vital for the success and credibility of the BRI. Significance: investors and policymakers should pay attention to these strategies, as they will shape the future landscape of the BRI. Engaging with projects that align with these principles can mitigate risks and enhance financial returns, especially in an era where environmental and social governance (ESG) considerations are paramount. Conclusion: the BRI presents a multifaceted opportunity landscape marked by significant shifts in investment focus, regional dynamics, and technological integration. Overlooking these nuances can lead to missed opportunities for investors and stakeholders involved in international development and infrastructure projects. Understanding these trends is essential for making informed investment decisions and effectively navigating the complexities of the global economic landscape shaped by the BRI. The implementation of smart infrastructure in Belt and Road Initiative BRI projects by 2024, with a significant investment of $3.8 billion across 12 countries, highlights several critical themes for in-depth analysis and discussion. Here are the 4 most valuable points to consider. 1. Investment trends and sector focus. The growth of investments within the BRI framework showcases a marked shift towards technology and renewable energy sectors. The staggering increase in technology investments by 1,046% in 2023, alongside a significant focus on renewable energy projects, indicates a realignment of priorities towards sustainability and innovation. This trend is crucial for understanding how the BRI is adapting to global calls for greener practices while also positioning itself as a leader in technological advancement. The strategic pivot from traditional energy sectors like coal to renewable sources speaks to a broader commitment to environmental sustainability, which is vital for future investment attractiveness and global cooperation. 2. Geopolitical implications and debt diplomacy. The BRI's integration into global infrastructure development comes with significant geopolitical considerations. Concerns about debt diplomacy arise as several participating nations may find themselves burdened with unsustainable debt levels from BRI projects. This aspect prompts discussions about the need for transparency and sustainability in financing agreements. The implications of geopolitical tensions between major powers impacting BRI projects also call for an analysis of how international relationships can influence the success or failure of such large-scale investments. Understanding these dynamics will be essential for stakeholders to navigate the complexities of global investment landscapes. 3. Regional disparities in investment distribution. The variations in investment levels across different regions, particularly the surge in investments in Africa and East Asia, underscore the importance of localized strategies within the BRI framework. Africa's emergence as the largest recipient of BRI investments in 2023, surpassing the Middle East, signals a shift in focus that could reshape economic dynamics on the continent. This point highlights the necessity for investors to assess regional needs and capacities when engaging in BRI projects. Furthermore, the increased investment in manufacturing hubs in countries like Indonesia reflects an understanding of supply chain optimization and economic diversification, which are critical for long-term success. 4. Strategic planning and sustainable development. The successful implementation of smart infrastructure within the BRI framework hinges on strategic planning that prioritizes sustainability and local partnerships. The proposed 5-step framework for accelerating green BRI investments emphasizes the need for financially sustainable projects, international cooperation, and adherence to common environmental and social standards. This approach is not only crucial for mitigating risks but also for enhancing the credibility and effectiveness of BRI projects. Investors and developers must recognize the importance of integrating sustainable practices into their operational frameworks to ensure the long-term viability and acceptance of these initiatives in host countries. Conclusion. The BRI's ambitious goals and considerable investments present both opportunities and challenges for stakeholders involved. By focusing on investment trends, understanding geopolitical implications, recognizing regional disparities, and emphasizing strategic sustainable planning, stakeholders can navigate the complexities of the BRI effectively. Engaging in this dialogue is essential for shaping a successful roadmap for the future of global infrastructure development and investment. 1. The Marshall Plan 1948–1952. After World War II, the United States initiated the Marshall Plan, officially known as the European Recovery Program, to aid the economic recovery of European nations. With an investment of approximately $13 billion, equivalent to over $150 billion today, the plan provided financial assistance to help rebuild war-torn regions, remove trade barriers, modernize industry, and improve European prosperity. It aimed to prevent the spread of Soviet communism and foster political stability. The Marshall Plan is often credited with revitalizing the European economy and establishing a strong economic base for future cooperation among Western nations. 2. The Eisenhower Interstate System 1956. Spearheaded by President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956 created the interstate highway system in the United States. This ambitious project involved the construction of over 41,000 miles of highways, representing a significant investment in infrastructure aimed at facilitating commerce and enhancing national defense. The initiative reshaped transportation dynamics in the U.S., enabling faster movement of goods and people across states. It significantly contributed to economic growth. Suburban expansion and the rise of automobile culture in America, showcasing the long-term benefits of large-scale infrastructure investments. 3. The African Union's Program for Infrastructure Development in Africa (PIDA) 2012. Launched by the African Union, PIDA is a strategic framework aimed at enhancing infrastructure across the continent to promote economic growth and integration. The initiative focuses on developing transcontinental transport corridors, energy projects, and water resource management systems. It is estimated that PIDA requires investments of around $360 billion over a period of 50 years to realize its goals. By fostering connectivity and accessibility, PIDA seeks to boost intra-African trade, improve access to essential services, and ultimately enhance the quality of life for millions of Africans. Future outlook: implementation of smart infrastructure in Belt and Road projects by 2024. The Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), an ambitious global infrastructure and investment program initiated by China, is set to undergo significant transformations through 2024, particularly with the implementation of smart infrastructure across 12 targeted countries. With a projected investment of $3.8 billion, this initiative marks a pivotal moment in BRI's evolution, reflecting the growing emphasis on technology sustainability and regional cooperation. Phase 1: Strategic Planning and Assessment 2024 to 2025. In the initial phase, stakeholders will engage in comprehensive planning and assessments to identify the specific needs and capabilities of the 12 countries involved. This strategic groundwork will focus on evaluating existing infrastructures, understanding regional disparities, and assessing local technological readiness. The emphasis will be on aligning projects with the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), particularly in renewable energy, telecommunications, and transportation. Predictions: enhanced collaboration with local governments and communities will emerge, ensuring that infrastructure projects are tailored to local needs. Increased transparency and accountability measures will be implemented to address concerns regarding debt diplomacy and project sustainability. Phase 2: Development of Smart Transportation Networks 2025 to 2026. Following the strategic assessment, the next phase will prioritize the development of smart transportation networks. This will encompass the integration of advanced technologies such as IoT, AI, and big data analytics into transportation systems, facilitating real-time monitoring and management. Predictions: the construction of smart highways, railways, and ports will not only improve connectivity but also enhance logistics efficiency, reducing transit times and costs. Countries engaged in the BRI will see substantial improvements in trade volume and economic activity as a result of these upgraded transportation networks. Phase 3: Renewable Energy and Green Technology Integration 2026 to 2027. As part of the BRI's commitment to sustainability, the third phase will focus on integrating renewable energy solutions into the infrastructure projects. Investments will be directed towards solar, wind, and hydroelectric power facilities, along with smart grids that enhance energy distribution and consumption. Predictions: by 2027, participating countries are expected to achieve a significant increase in their renewable energy capacity, contributing to global climate goals. The shift towards green technology will position BRI countries as attractive destinations for foreign investment in sustainable energy sectors. Phase 4: Digital Infrastructure and Smart Cities Development 2027 to 2028. The fourth phase will see the establishment of digital infrastructures, including broadband connectivity and data centers, to support the growth of smart cities. This will involve the deployment of smart technologies in urban planning, waste management, and public services. Predictions: The rise of smart cities will lead to improved quality of life for residents, enhanced public safety, and more efficient resource management. Increased collaboration between tech firms and local governments will foster innovation and entrepreneurship within these smart urban environments. Phase 5: Monitoring, Evaluation and Scaling Up 2028 to 2029. The final phase will focus on monitoring and evaluating the impact of the implemented projects. This phase will involve assessing the economic, social, and environmental outcomes of the smart infrastructure investments made throughout the previous phases. Lessons learned will guide future BRI initiatives and investments. Predictions. Key performance indicators will be established to measure success, leading to adjustments and refinements in ongoing and future projects. Successful models of smart infrastructure will be scaled up and replicated in other BRI countries, enhancing the overall effectiveness of the initiative. Investment trends and geopolitical considerations. The projected $3.8 billion investment by 2024 signals a robust commitment to advancing smart infrastructure within the BRI framework. However, geopolitical tensions and regional disparities will play a critical role in shaping the trajectory of these investments. Predictions. Increased competition from other global powers, particularly in infrastructure financing, will necessitate a more collaborative approach among BRI stakeholders. Enhanced engagement with local businesses and communities will mitigate the risk of backlash against foreign investments, fostering a more inclusive growth model. Conclusion. The future of the Belt and Road Initiative, particularly with the implementation of smart infrastructure, is poised for significant advancements through 2024 and beyond. By focusing on strategic planning, technology integration, sustainability, and regional cooperation, the BRI can effectively address the challenges of the modern world while unlocking vast economic potential in emerging markets. As the initiative evolves, it will require adaptive strategies and collaborative efforts to navigate geopolitical complexities and ensure lasting impact.